Okay, turbo diesel tractor update situation report. We have the wheels off. We're going to be putting some different tires on because those turf tires that are on this thing, no way. They are not going to cut it. I already knew that. The amount of torque that we're generating now, we need bite. Paul.
Yeah.
You're at it again.
Yes, we are.
Do you get sick of me bringing over tires to do this?
No, actually, I like doing a lawnmower tires. They're more fun.
Yeah, he does these by hand. So I always bring my stuff over to Paul. He's a professional at this, I guess is the best way to put it, because that's what he does. But he does all of our mounting and balancing. So here's what we're doing. We're taking off these turd cheap tires that get no traction at all. And we're throwing on these bad boys because, well, you know, you need to have some bite. So I did a little bit of testing with these just to make sure everything was working right. It just started spinning the tires every time I tried to pull on anything at all. So now we're gonna stick these suckers on there and hopefully we'll get a lot of bite and we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna start pulling everything around the farm. I hooked up a couple of trucks to it and tried to pull it around, and I mean, it just didn't break a sweat, but it did break traction. So hopefully with this, we'll see some load, we'll see some boost, but either way, let's see what it looks like once he gets these suckers mounted. We were just looking for failure. Now we're getting nice, clean new boys on there. Oh, you're halfway there.
Oh, yeah.
We are back at the tractor. We're going to stick these suckers on there. Hopefully they fit. I think so. Get these lined up. Just a little bit of a pain. Man, you can just tell how much beefier these wheels are. Or I should say these tires. It is just a huge difference. I mean, honestly, you could probably go a tiny bit bigger, but because I'm mowing with this thing, I don't want to hit the deck. And we're right there. We've got maybe an inch and a half to spare, if that. But without the mowing deck on it, I'm sure we could get another inch of height. You can see there's no suspension on this, so you can really just bring it right to the fender pan. And I've seen some people cut the fender pan and even get big tires on here. But we're not doing that. This is still a mower, believe it or not. That's what I tell myself, at least. Eventually, I'm sure it's going to not be. But for now, the mowing deck works, so I'm going to keep it that way. But as you can see, these tires are substantial. Very nice. Hey, where do you think you're going, buddy? Look at the beef on those suckers. That's much better. That's gonna get us some traction. Oh yeah, that's very nice. So here we go. Turbo 330. If you guys didn't see the other videos yet, go check them out because this is something kind of cool. This is my turbocharged diesel lawnmower. A little Yanmar 3TN in there with a RHB31 turbo. And now we've got some meat to match. You can see we are pretty close, about a finger's worth, maybe a little bit more, but it's pretty close. And now that will allow us to continue mowing, and these tires will allow us to continue getting traction. This is a pretty beefy mower for what it is. You got to understand, like most riding lawnmowers are going to be like your hardware store variety or big box store variety. Not this. This is heavy duty, water cooled, diesel, 3-cylinder, now turbo. So it's got a lot of potential. I went ahead and ordered another hitch too. Whoever made this, they obviously just crafted this thing out of some L steel, and it's not what's supposed to be on here. And the ball hides way under the rock shaft. So when I try to put a trailer on here, the lockdown lever hits the rock shaft. So for those of you who don't know, this is for hydraulics. Basically, this is how the hydraulic pivots to move the deck up and down. And you can also replace this rock shaft with a 3-point hitch that will be hydraulically controlled as well. So a great option on one of these. I personally don't think I'm going to use that, especially not right now, because I have a big tractor, well, bigger tractor. I have an 855 with a 3-point on it that I use pretty much every day. But in the future, this might be good for, you know, some small attachments for ground engagement stuff. But we're not using it for that right now. It's a mower, and it's going to do a lot of work. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and test it and just see how this does. My goal is to pull a couple of the vehicles around the farm. Some of the big trucks, we'll hook it up to the back, and we'll just kind of see what it does. Because on grass, I've always had trouble pulling big stuff. I can't even put my jet skis away easily without sliding on the grass. So now I should be able to do that. All right, so first test, we're gonna see, this is where it's kind of like a little slope here, and those turf tires would just start spinning on this grass, trying to push it over the lip there to get the jet ski back in place. So let's see how it does now with these turf cutters. That's what I'm gonna call them. Ugh. No problem at all. Didn't even make a hint like it was gonna break traction. That's a huge improvement already. We can go on to the next test. All right, so here's our solution for now. We took off, this homemade hitch thing that was bolted here, which I did not like that, because I pulled on that too hard and it was going to put torsional force on these two right there. So we don't want to do that. We'll crack the case. So we've got this actual hitch plate that's made for this tractor, which bolts down here, and it'll just be pulling straight. So that'll be a lot better. And then we got a hitch ball to go on there. And I actually got this. So we've got this square receiver here that actually bolts right into this as well. Two different positions there possible, and it's really cool because it will displace the load across a more area and essentially increase the strength of the entire unit as a whole. So we're going to put that on. We'll see how that does, and then we should be able to pull some heavy stuff, or at least heavier than this, because that's just asking for trouble. And it'll get the hitch ball away from the rock shaft as well. So we won't have to worry about clearance there anymore. So let's get that on. All right, looks like it's lining up good. Because that other plate, I can't believe someone did that. I mean, I guess I can believe it. There we go. That's nice. Oh yeah. And just like that, we've got our hitch together. Now, I got this drop hitch and I mounted it upside down to actually get the ball up a little bit because it was pretty low in this position. You know, obviously for like some smaller trailers, that's fine. But we'll try and pull around some stuff with this and see what this bad boy's capable of now with these meaty tires and a much more substantial hitch situation here that I feel better about. And we could even go a little further on this too. If we wanted to, we could put some brackets on here to actually triangulate this whole thing, which, you know, maybe we'll do eventually. But for now, let's give it a whirl, see what she's made of. And also, I came up with a name for this tractor. So you guys know how I like to name some stupid stuff. So this tractor, I was thinking, you know, we're going to do a play on words. Obviously, we're going to play on the whole Deere thing. And I've been like watching tons of big tractor pulls, and I love seeing those names on them, like Buckshot and, you know, whatever, you name it. You know what I'm talking about. So I came up with one for this, and I searched for it to make sure it wasn't one that was already taken. And I think we got a winner. So this little tractor is now going to be called Easy Buck, because everybody wants to make an easy buck sometimes. So here's Easy Buck, and I'm going to make a logo for it. I'm going to put it on there. Hopefully you guys like it, and we'll see how the Easy Buck does against a bunch of other high buck machines here on the farm, and we're going to pull some stuff around. All right, so first test, Carla's gonna help me out. She's gonna jump in her truck, which is right here, and we're gonna try this. This is the small truck, the 1500. We're gonna hook it up to the back of the Easy Buck, and we're gonna see how easy of a buck we can make here. I'm gonna see, because I know when this tractor gets loaded down, this thing is going to rip. We're gonna see this boost gauge swing. So hopefully we'll get a little boost on this one. I don't think this is gonna be much of a challenge, but I just want to end this video with the test of the hitch and the tires. So we'll see what we can do on this not wet, but moist grass, and we'll hook it up and give her a little pull. So let's see. We're gonna let her swing. All right, so here we go. We got the truck hooked up to the Easy Buck, and we are going to pull it along here. And what I asked Carla to do is to kind of simulate like a sled a little bit. Is as we get past the camera or close to the camera, I'm gonna have her progressively go down on the brakes to provide resistance until it stops me. So let's see what she can do. Not bad. We're gonna do it one more time. Let's see. She did exactly what I asked her to. Apply the brakes and stop me right here at the camera. So we'll do it one more time. And hey, this is fun. So there it was. Pretty good test. We were able to load it down completely and get the tires to break loose, which is what we wanted to see. Felt pretty good. I saw about 5 pounds of boost. It was swinging pretty good, and we saw the smoke, so we know it was chugging pretty well. We'll do some more tests. That was an extreme test, obviously, because I had her applying the brakes, so I made sure that we were stopping. But I'm going to do some pulling tests. I think we're going to hook up in the next video. We're going to hook up the truck, the trailer, the other truck, boat, put them all together and see what it does. I think it'll be a pretty fun video, so stay tuned for that. And let me know what you guys think of the Easy Buck. Look at those tracks. Yeah. It was hooking pretty good. Not too bad. See you in the next one.